Hello and welcome back to another video. In this problem, y minus the square root of 4x squared plus 28 is equal to 0. We are told that x is greater than 0 and y is equal to 8. So the first thing we can do is we can add 4x squared plus 28 and the square root to both sides. What this will do is these will cancel and we'll just have y on one side is equal to 0 plus this, which is just this, the square root of 4x squared plus 28. Now, we know that y is 8, so we can just plug that in. But before we do that, why don't we square both sides? So, y squared is 8 squared. 8 squared is 64. And 64 is equal to the square root of this squared, which is just this thing inside. If x was less than 0, then we maybe have problems, right? If you have the square root of -4, right? Then there is no squaring that because you can't take the square root of a negative number. But x is greater than 0. Actually, x squared is also always greater than 0, so that wouldn't even be a problem. So the thing inside the square root is always positive, therefore we can just cancel these. We get 4x squared plus 28. Now we want to solve for x. Subtract 28 from both sides. We are left with 4x squared is equal to 64 minus 28, which is 36. Dividing by 4 gets x squared on its own. And this is equal to 36 divided by 4, which is 9. And now, if x squared is equal to 9, we could take the square root of both sides. The square root of 9 is 3, and the square root of x squared is either x or negative x. It's equal to x if x is greater than or equal to 0, and it's equal to negative x if x is less than 0. Right? Because if you take the square root of -2 squared, that's the square root of 4, which is 2. So if x is less than 0, like -2 is here, and you square it and then take the square root of it, what pops out is not the same x, but the negative version of that, which is +2. This doesn't apply though because we're told that x is greater than 0. So it's just x inside the expression when anything cancels out. And if x is equal to 3, A is going to be your final answer. As always, thank you for liking and subscribing, and I'll see you in the next video.